Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to take you with me in town to do a couple errands. Very exciting news that I am doing. First off, it is 1:11 right now. My appointment is at 1:30, but I am finally getting my hair cut, you guys. I have not had my hair cut since October, and it hasn't really been by choice. My hairdresser actually left her job as a hairdresser to go and teach cosmetology in a high school, and she just obviously didn't carry on with her clients because she was too busy with the school year. So I lost my hairdresser, but she was cutting my hair for like 10 years, and my hair is natural curly, and you really have to be careful on who cuts your hair with natural curly hair, because if they cut it wrong, it's really messed up, and it's really hard to fix. I've had it happen to me, and it's just a disaster, literally. So I found a hairdresser finally after researching over a month, probably close to 2 months. And there's a good friend of mine that got her hair cut from this person, and she has natural curly hair. Her curls are actually a lot more defined than mine. But I desperately need a haircut. It is getting like really frizzy at the ends. I'm hoping that she's not going to take off too much length, because it takes me a long time to grow my hair, and I'm really hoping that I'll be able to keep the length. So as you can see, it's even getting frizzy right now. I washed it today. I'm not sure, like, I will get a wash and cut and style if she has time for it. I don't even know what I booked in for. But if she has the time, I will get everything done. I already decided that today. Normally I just get a haircut because I don't like the way that they style my hair afterwards. But I will try to get everything done today, depending if she has the time. But this is the before. This is the before, and we're going to see how she does. With cutting, I'm hoping that it's going to give my curl a little bit of life as well. Like, I feel right now my curls are like kind of dead and frizzy because it's been so long. Like, this is a long time for my hair not to be cut. I usually am pretty thorough on getting it every like 8 to 12 weeks, getting a trim at least to keep my curls healthy. But it is definitely time. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be what else do I need to do? Oh, I need to go to the grocery store briefly just to get a couple things. We have tons of groceries left. If you would have watched my grocery haul, I will link that video up in the cards. But we have lots of groceries left. It's just like mayo, margarine, some of those things that I need to get done, and I need to stop at the dollar store. Of course, what would a day in town be without the dollar store? So let's head over to the hairdresser. And I always like to be early, so it's getting to be about 1:15, so we will be nice and early. And let's see how it looks when we are all finished. All right, I just finished at the hairdresser's, and she was so wonderful. She was great. I absolutely loved her, so I'm definitely going to keep her as a hairdresser. She had said that 90% of her clients are with curly hair. She did go to school for curly hair and for cutting curly hair. I'm so grateful that I found this lady, but she did a fantastic job. She just trimmed off literally like the minimal, which I am so amazed at. She had mentioned that my hair was in like really good condition, and I don't use any heat. I have mentioned this many times, but I don't use any heat products. I don't use a diffuser. I don't use any of that stuff on my hair. This is what I do with it. What she did with my hair is literally what I do, and that is I shampoo it, I condition it, and I leave the house. I put product in it when it's completely soaking wet, and I leave the house. That is it. Pretty much how she did my hair is how I always do my hair, and that was reassuring, because she had mentioned like there's people with curly hair do their hair differently. So with me, I rake through product and then I scrunch it, and that's what she did. And I was like, this is exactly what I do at home. But the key is, I know there's a lot of people that always, even in person, people ask me about my curly hair, and the key is another key is to put your product in your hair when it is sopping wet. Like, I mean sopping wet, and it really helps for the product to keep your hair moisturized, because that's the one thing with curly hair, is if your hair is not moisturized, it will then dry out and it will get frizzy and all of the things. So she had done my hair and she put the product in. This product smells so amazing. I had wanted to get it, but they were sold out. So she did order me in one, and I'll have to pick it up next week or whenever it comes in. She's going to text me. But she just did my hair and left it wet. So I'm not going to be able to see how it looks like probably until I get home. It takes a long time for my hair to dry, and it is now 2:15. So I was there for almost an hour, but she was so sweet. And the funny thing is her husband is from the same town that I grew up in Assiniboia, Saskatchewan, and it's such a small world. So we were talking about that, and she was just the best. So I'm so grateful and that I found her, and you know, it was amazing. It was amazing. So that is my haircut done. I am now at the dollar store here, so I'm gonna go in. We need to get some quarter rolls. Jimmy had wanted some quarter rolls, so I do need to go in to get that. I'm sure I'll find something else, but let's go in and see what they have. Also, you guys, I haven't gotten a haircut in a while, and I was wondering how much it was going to be, because like I'd mentioned at the beginning of this video, when I got my hair cut before, I would just get it cut because I didn't like the way that my hairdresser would style my hair, and it was like $50. This was $72. But luckily she had said my hair is so healthy and like I don't use heat or anything, that I can come back every 4 months, every four months to get a haircut. So I'm like, you know what, if I spend $70 every 4 months to get my hair trimmed, I am totally okay with that. So I'm just not that type of girl. Like, I know I get my nails done. My nails cost me about $55 for a fill every month, but like to get my hair done, like as far as highlights, that is not me. That is not me whatsoever. All right, let's go in the dollar store and see what they have. So I want to say it is so hot. It is 35 degrees out here today, which I believe is 100. It is so warm. Maybe my hair will dry a little bit quicker than, you know, in 2 hours. I had absolutely no quarter rolls, so I'm gonna go to the other dollar store, which is like not even a block away, and check to see if they have any there. Is almost 3 o'clock and my hair really hasn't dried at all. But that's okay. I'm not gonna do anything with it until it dries, and then I will kind of like move it around, but I think it's gonna be good. I think like I can see curls forming. I'm just hoping that it's not gonna be like too crunchy, because that's normally like sometimes the problem that I have is I put in so much product and then it gets crunchy. But I found some of the quarter rolls. I love dollar stores. You guys know, if you've been following me for a long time, I always make a stop at the dollar store when I come to town. However, I feel like dollar stores are getting more run down. Like, have you guys noticed that at all? Because, you know, I love a good deal and I love saving money where I can. But I just feel like going into the dollar stores, sometimes it's just like, there's things on the floor, there's boxes in aisles, like it's just not well taken care of. And I don't know if it's because they're short staffed, but I've just noticed that in the last couple months, honestly, since our trip to Havre. If you would have seen that video, if not, I will be sure to link it up in the cards. It was such a fun trip to Havre. A lot of different things that you guys have in the States if you're watching from America. But that dollar store, that was crazy. I have never seen it so run down and just not been taken care of. So I don't know what exactly is happening, and it's kind of sad because I do love shopping there and I will continue to still shop at the dollar store, but it's just kind of sad when you go into a store and it's just not well taken care of. But anyways, next stop is going to be the post office. I got to drop off some parcels that I finished today, and then I just have to hit up the grocery store. So let's go and drop off my parcels. And actually I was at Shoppers Drug Mart, which I think it's a chain across Canada, but I don't think it's in the States. But they have a post office there. They have some groceries there, like beauty stuff and kind of like a really miniature grocery store. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to pick up the stuff that I need from there, because we need mayo. I needed some more coffee creamer And I got some butter as well. That's all I needed, so I thought I would just grab it there instead of going to Superstore where I normally get all my groceries. Dropped off my parcels, so that is done. And I think that's it for the day. So honestly, I don't even think I need to go to Michael's, which is so surprising. I always make a Michael's stop when I'm in town. This is the only day that I'm going to be coming to town this week, I believe. And I was saying to Jimmy, it's so funny because, of course, the one day out of the week that I have to come into town to get my hair cut, and it's 35 degrees today. So 35 degrees Celsius. I think I must say that's probably 100 degrees Fahrenheit. But it is warm. I don't know how you guys handle it. Like in Arizona, I just could never. I can't even fathom living in like 100 or 110 degrees every day. Like this is, I just can't imagine. Like we are in like a hot spell right now. Like Canada, we get really hot in the summertime. So during the summer, we do get like some really hot days, like 35 degrees, 33. Like this past week, it's been 33 to 35 degrees Celsius. But next week, it's supposed to dip down to 28 degrees Celsius. But we do get a lot of hot days here in the summer. And I don't think a lot of people realize that up in Canada, that we're cold all the time. And that is absolutely not true. We have all 4 seasons, and, you know, summer we do get hot. So, but I don't know. Like I even said to Jimmy loves the heat, so he would have no problem living in Arizona, but I would probably never leave my house if I lived in Arizona or Texas. But I guess you guys are just probably used to it, just like I'm used to being in Canada and having winters and all of that, and I look forward to the seasons. Winter is my favorite season, so we just got to get through the next month or so of summer, and then we are into fall, because summer is my least favorite season. So one more month, and then we'll be getting into the cooler temperatures and into fall, which I enjoy as well. So I think that's it today, you guys. Thanks for keeping me company. And I think that's going to be it for this vlog. I will keep you posted. Maybe I'll insert like a picture or something of my hair, or a little video later on to add to this vlog. Right now it's still a little bit damp. It's 3:30. I would say probably by the time I get home, or 5 o'clock, it will be dry enough so I can kind of scrunch it. But it's still fairly wet right now. But I will definitely keep you guys posted. But I really liked her, and she was so sweet. So thank you so much for joining me, and we will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.